Stargate transmission from the Lemurian. Look at this. Beyond Lemuria. So, okay, lots of energy's been coming out, so I've been having to break these apart in transmissions. So I just pulled 2 cards, y'all, while I was meditating. My children were being loud, right? So I was like, let me just pull on the energy. But when I seen these 2 come out together and I started to read it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just need to read these 2 together, right? And, you know, that might be how I have to do a lot of things from now on too. Like if I'm, you know, meditating on my energy and then record after. I know a lot of you like to see the shuffling of the cards on camera and all of that, but really I'm at this point where I don't need to prove myself, right? Those are the cards that come out. So for those of you that want to see the energy come out, like if you don't feel it's for you and it's not in alignment, then don't watch it, whatever, I don't care. So anyway, like, because it would seem like these 2 cards with how powerful they are, the Realm Bridger and Full Spectrum. Oh my goodness. All right, so listen. So visionaries, architects of the future is what have I been talking about? The key holders, right? You guys hold the blueprints, the keys from within. For some of you, certain light codes are getting activated where you're being given the keys, you're being given access granted. I've been talking about piercing through the veil, the barrier, you know, that now you are divinely protected to go through and be in this creative energy. For some of you, these things are just going to be flowing together now. There's no more blocks and limitations, you know, that were controlling you through the fear-based structures and systems. Like, so many things are closing out, right? So you're bridging the seen with the unseen. Inspiration, seeding a new earth, traveling different states of consciousness, and birthing ideas from subtle reality to journeying. Right? As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you might have believed only happened in fantasy stories. Because, guys, all of the signs, the messages, the synchronicities, like, they're just all tying together. Like, there's even been times I'm like, nah, really, like, just doesn't happening like that. And it's really been connecting so many things together. It's definitely like getting all systems online when you're activating your different gifts. It's what pulls them in faster. So for some of you, it literally feels like you're quantum leaping, you are changing timelines rather quickly, rather fast. Okay, so meditation, people that meditate and journal and spend time in quiet, like, it's gonna happen faster for you. I mean, either way it's going to, but it's like if you can take time to quiet down. Like, I've been going for walks lately, doing tree therapy and healing, taking time out, disconnecting from the matrix and the electronics and all of that, and getting time to integrate these codes and with the powerful light codes that are coming through at this time. Right? So maybe for some of you, you need to go spend some time with Gaia, being outdoors. You know, if you're feeling called to go hug a tree, go hug a tree. Literally, like, it's such a beautiful time to raising your vibration. Plus, they're also going to help transmute things out, because all that debris and stuff that's in your auric field, that's in your chakra systems, it's all being cleansed out at this time. Right? So this card is about bridging the seen and the unseen, right? Like, the ones that are given the keys, right, that are creating the new paradigms are the ones that are brave enough and dare enough to be creators. Okay, so bringing your dreams, your fantasies into reality. Like, literally, that's like, for some of you, the gifts and the keys that you're getting granted. So this Ankh is the symbolism, right? This, I keep sharing this because I feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a key activator. This symbol could be showing up. You could be given a gift as an Ankh, come across an Ankh, just something like it's really going to be sitting out to you. For others of you, it could be different activators, key codes, whatever activates your DNA, right? But it's really about the ancients, right? And that's where a lot of us, like I've always said over here, the ones from the very beginning are here in the end times, right? We're unlocking these ancient codes, these blueprints. So for a lot of us, like, a lot of your Lemurian codes are coming online. That's why I've been guided to the Lemuria decks, and I've been seeing others have been getting guided to it at this time too. So, and it's like, I knew that when I got this deck, it was kind of ahead of my time a little bit, because it's like when I started researching and learning this deck, I was like, well, this is too highly advanced, because it's like, I know that I deliver messages for realms higher than the 5D, right? And this is about the shift from the 3D to the 5D, right? Surpassing time and all of that 4D, where there's timeless, that, you know, time is but an illusion. Everything, past, present, future is simultaneously existing, right? And you can choose these because it's all about like selection. That's why you're never given more than you can handle, because everything is literally a vibrational match. And when you start to see things from a higher level, that everything is but a fractal of yourself, and it's about coming back into oneness, right? Like, you're not going to understand this stuff. So if you don't understand what I just said, you might not understand these transmissions that are labeled for my starseeds. But you know what? That's fine, because you never know when an activator or a certain key code or something is going to allow you to start to research, right? And things like that. All right, so this card is about bridging. Intuitive paintings. Hold on, I don't want to get too much into the individual. See, because there's a lot on each of these cards, right? Okay, but so this is about the architects and key cards, bridging the seen with the unseen, inspiration, seeding the new earth. And now let's look at full spectrum. What was the number? 26, which is also an 8. And I told you this was the 888 Stargate energy. What number was this? 41. So that's a 5 in numerology. All right, so let's see here. 26. So full spectrum is about creating heaven on earth, literally. Like, that's what it says. Look, I just put it. Isn't that cute? So, creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgments of good and bad, the merging of the duality, raw nature, earth's wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows is the fertile soil for exponential growth, the way forward is the whispering of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. Right? So listen to this. What does heaven look like for you? Do you imagine lush green nature, ancient forests, pristine beaches, crystalline water systems, and the planet's residents in full health, living in harmony with each other? And yet nature is the purest, rawest form in the balance of life and death, the growth and decomposition, the eaters and the eaten is one way or another, is the natural flow of life. We already live in Eden, but our efforts to our own segregate bring us further away from this paradigm. So that's where they were causing mass control and destroyed that, is by causing separation, right? And that's why it's like we de-evolved, right? It's what they did, like back in the ancient times, Lemurian Atlantis, we were on 12 strands of DNA activated. That's why it's ancient knowledge was that we are bringing back. They're saying it's new age because they don't want us to take control back and fully activate all 12 strands of DNA, all 12 of our chakra systems, taking over control, turning this back into a reality of creating your dreams and your desires and letting go of that fear-based control matrix, right? Where the frequency of love is the highest vibration of all, right? Dreams are made to be manifested because everything is done from of love, right? So it's like heaven and hell is literally a state of mind within levels of the consciousness. That's why literally you unlock levels of the consciousness by setting yourself free. It's like, you know, when you're given certain knowledge and all of a sudden you set yourself free. When you finally just know, like, how freeing that is. Have you ever, like, been so unsure about something and then you find out the truth and you're just like, wow, like, I can let that go now. Like, literally, like, that is what it is, right? And you're fully taking over control because you are connecting with your higher self, and you're realizing that you are already full and complete outside of here. This realm, this existence is to come here for further evolution of the spirit, to be able to be separated and to see the interconnectedness of all. And it's literally about putting the pieces back together. So when you learn the energy of all in one, the I am presence energy, and you start to learn that everything is but one, we all are one, right? And you bring that vibrational back to love, then you're back to you. That's all you're going to experience. It's all you're going to attract. And that's what this big separation, this split is, right? And as light workers and starseeds, like I said, we reach the barrier. We pierce through the firmament of humanity within the consciousness of the mind, which was not allowing them to access certain levels of consciousness, like it's like once you reach a certain frequency, like you're protected. Once you rise above a certain level, like you're protected. When you start to learn the higher workings of everything, and you start to learn how to transmute all of those things, and you start to realize that every single thing that you experience is but a fractal of yourself, of your reflection. So you look at it from a higher level in a state of learning and evolving from that, then you fully transcend your reality, right? So full spectrum, baby. If this ain't telling you we on point, I've been calling this the Infinity Stargate because it's the last one, baby. It's fully open. The veil, all the gates are open. We've reached the barrier, like us starseeds and light workers and light warriors, healers, shamans, whatever you want to call it. Like, we have done so much healing that we have made it like attainable. We have laid the new level, if you would, like the new, like it's not even, I'm going to say not even permanent, there is no but base layer, whatever, for building and merging. It's basically we are collapsing all these false realities and bringing heaven on earth, bringing the ancients back, right? That's why I say that we are bridging and bringing all of the ancients, all of that beautiful divine energy here back to the earth, right? And it's going, the love and harmony is going to restore Mother Gaia, right? Like, look at a plant, right? A plant can be almost lifeless, right? If it's in a toxic environment and not getting nurtured and the water that it needs, and when you pour the love into it and all of that, just see how fast it regenerates, recycles, right? Like, Mother Gaia is very much alive, everything, right? That's why it's mother. It's just, everything is all interconnected. When you realize how interconnected you are with Earth, like, don't even get me started on all the synchronicities and all this, all the geometrics and all the symbols and everything comes down to codings and numbers, and everything is interconnected. Like, look at trees and plants, and like, look at trees. What do they have on them? The branches. What do those look like? Our lungs. What do they produce? What do we need? The oxygen and all of that. That's what I mean. Like, when you look at it from a higher perspective, right? Like, all of our trees and stuff are like our ancient ancestors, and all of that knowledge and all the transmuting and everything that happens, and you start to appreciate and bring the love back, right? And it's all, they've been separating us from it. That's why they've been boxing us down, putting us in these cities, getting us as far away from nature, get us into these electronic devices, y'all. Like, literally, like, they turned AI and all of that technology advancements for money and all of that against us, right? And it's just that's why really you got to disconnect from it and connect more with Gaia. You got to be eating more of these natural foods, right? And vegetables that are actually encoded with the keys and the codes of the universe, not going around eating all the processed food and junk that they want you to eat that has all the chemicals in it that's blocking you off, right? Okay. All right, so that's everything that was coming out with this channel message. Wow, see, this is a very powerful deck, and this is what happens when I start to channel. Like, I've gotten overwhelmed with this deck. This is just 2 cards, so I'm going to be doing short transmissions like this. Where I get into the readings with the cards is more going to be like the transmissions where I really elaborate on the cards. But when I'm just reading them intuitively on my different readings, then you'll see more of the cards. So definitely catch me on more readings. Not all my readings are timeless, but it is more fun to catch them in real time, because y'all, like, we're still in the Stargate energy. It just peaked on the 8th, but we're still feeling the Stargate until the 12th, and this is where large amounts of light codes activations are coming in. So it's a very, very powerful time if you want to accelerate your ascensions, to do what you can about getting out, getting some time alone, processing emotions and feelings, recognizing cycles so they're closing out. There's so many signs, synchronicities, and messages, right, that are guiding you towards soul evolution, right? Because you don't want to get stuck in cycles. That's why I say every year so many people paradigm shift and timeline jump, and literally this is the one for quantum level leaping, where literally you get to your highest vibrational soulmates. You bring in your soul family, your soul tribe. I was getting enlightened today about the twin ray, twin flames, which is above the twin flames, because your twin flame is like all preparation and all of that. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much more over here on the channel. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. Love and light to all of you. Bye.